In today's society, manners and gentlemanly behavior seem to have taken a back seat. We live in a time where individualism often overshadows collective values, where the rush of our fast-paced world seems to have left little room for the courtesies and decorum that once defined a gentleman. The question is, have we lost sight of the gracious art of being a gentleman? The current state of manners and gentlemanly behavior is a reflection of our evolving societal norms. In our quest for progress and individuality, we've been quick to dismiss the timeless virtues of politeness, respect, and chivalry as relics of a bygone era. But are they really outdated, or have we simply forgotten their value? Individualism has its merits, no doubt. It fosters creativity, innovation, and personal growth. But when it overshadows our collective values, it can inadvertently breed incivility and rudeness. The balance seems to have tipped, and the impact on our society is palpable. We see it in the lack of courtesy in public spaces, in the disregard for others' feelings, in the erosion of empathy and respect in our interactions. Gentlemanly behavior is more than just opening doors and pulling out chairs. It's about embodying a mindset of service, of respect, of selflessness. It's about treating others with dignity, regardless of their background or status. It's about fostering harmonious relationships, about building trust, and creating a sense of belonging. The essence of a gentleman lies not in his outward gestures, but in his inner qualities of integrity, humility, and compassion. And yet, these qualities, these manners, seem to be fading, lost in the hustle and bustle of our modern lives. The art of being a gentleman is in danger of becoming a lost art, a forgotten relic of a time when grace, civility, and respect held sway. It's clear to see the art of being a gentleman is in dire need of a revival. As we navigate the complexities of our contemporary world, let's not forget the enduring principles that reflect our inner nobility and character. Let's not forget the transformative power of kindness and empathy. Let's not forget the timeless virtues of a true gentleman. After all, isn't it time we brought back the gentleman? Our world is suffering from a severe shortage of genuine gentlemen. This statement rings true today more than ever. We live in an era where, unfortunately, good manners and gentlemanly behavior are often seen as old-fashioned, even obsolete. It's as if we have forgotten the inherent value that politeness, respect, and chivalry can bring to our interactions. But let's pause for a moment to examine the consequences of this decline. Our society is increasingly marked by incivility and rudeness. We see it in the way people converse online, in the hostility and aggression that pervades our public discourse, and in the lack of basic courtesy in our everyday interactions. This disregard for politeness and civility can lead to a breakdown in communication, creating an environment of mistrust and disrespect. But the problem runs deeper than just a lack of good manners. The erosion of gentlemanly behavior reflects a broader shift in societal values. It seems that in our rush to embrace individualism and self-expression, we have lost sight of the importance of respect and consideration for others. We have forgotten that being a gentleman is not just about adhering to a set of formal rules. It's about embodying a spirit of kindness, humility, and respect for others. Chivalry, once seen as a hallmark of a gentleman, is now often dismissed as outdated or even patriarchal. But at its core, chivalry is about showing respect and consideration for others. It's about holding doors open, not because women are incapable of doing it themselves, but because it's a simple, tangible way of showing respect and courtesy. Politeness, too, is more than just a set of rules to follow. It's a way of showing respect for others, of acknowledging their dignity and worth. It's about treating others as we would like to be treated. The decline in manners and gentlemanly behavior is not just a problem for individuals, it's a societal issue. It affects the quality of our interactions, the way we treat each other, and ultimately, the kind of society we create. Our society needs a beacon of light in this sea of darkness, a return to the values that truly matter. It's time we recognize the importance of good manners and gentlemanly behavior, and the vital role they play in creating a more respectful, considerate, and civilized society. The solution to our problem may lie in the past, in the timeless virtues of royal manners. It's not about dusting off old etiquette books and mimicking the behavior of kings and queens from centuries ago. Rather, it's about embracing the spirit of these manners, the respect, the consideration, the elegance, and infusing them into our contemporary lives. Imagine a world where these royal manners aren't relics of the past, but the norm of the present, where politeness isn't viewed as a sign of weakness, but a testament to our strength of character, where being well-mannered isn't just about following societal rules, but about fostering a sense of mutual respect and understanding. In a society that often values individualism over collective harmony, embracing royal manners can seem like a radical act. But it's an act that can transform our interactions, our relationships, and our communities. It's a way of saying, I see you, I respect you, I value our shared humanity. But what about the modern part of this equation? How do we integrate these timeless virtues into our fast-paced, technology-driven lives? The key, dear listeners, lies in adaptation. We don't need to renounce our smartphones or stop using social media. Instead, we need to use these tools in a way that enhances our interactions rather than diminishes them. And let's not forget the gentlemanly aspect of this discussion. Being a gentleman in the 21st century isn't about donning a top hat and a monocle. It's about embodying certain qualities, kindness, respect, integrity, that transcend time and societal norms. It's about treating everyone with the dignity they deserve, regardless of their gender, race, or social status. So gentlemen, it's time to step up. It's time to embrace these royal manners, to integrate them into our modern lives, and to become the men we're truly capable of being. Striking a balance between tradition and progress, between timeless values and evolving societal norms, is the key to resurrecting the gentleman. So are you ready to take up the mantle? The world is waiting. Being polite and well-mannered is more than just saying please and thank you. It is a reflection of our understanding and appreciation of the transformative power of kindness and empathy. Let's start with kindness. It's that warm, genuine smile you offer to a stranger, that readiness to lend a hand to someone in need, that willingness to listen without judgment. Kindness is a universal language that transcends all barriers, all divisions. It's a language that speaks to the heart and soul, that touches lives and leaves an indelible imprint. Why is kindness so powerful, you ask? Because it has the ability to shift perspectives, to melt hearts, and to bridge divides. It's like a ray of sunshine on a gloomy day, a soothing balm for a wounded spirit. Kindness is the glue that binds us together, that promotes unity and harmony in a world often torn apart by conflict and strife. Now let's talk about empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. Empathy is not just about sympathizing, it's about stepping into someone else's shoes, seeing the world through their eyes, feeling their pain, their joy, their hopes, and their fears. It's about acknowledging their humanity and validating their experiences. Empathy fosters mutual respect and understanding. It creates a sense of belonging, a sense of community. It bridges the gap between us and them, between self and other. It reminds us of our shared humanity, of our interconnectedness in this vast tapestry of life. So what does all this have to do with being a gentleman? Well, a true gentleman understands the power of kindness and empathy. He respects others, not because of who they are or what they have, but because of who he is. He treats people with dignity and decency, not out of obligation, but out of a deep-seated belief in the inherent worth and dignity of every individual. In a world that often glorifies toughness and resilience, a gentleman chooses to be kind, to be empathetic, to be gentle. He understands that strength is not about domination, but about service. A true gentleman is defined not by his outward gestures, but by his inner qualities of integrity, humility, and compassion. He understands that these are not signs of weakness, but of true strength and character. And in that understanding, he embodies the power of kindness and empathy. It's time to challenge the status quo and dare to be different. Yes, you heard it right. It's time we rekindle the spark of royal manners and modern integration in our day-to-day lives. In a world where the ordinary is often celebrated, let's strive to be extraordinary. Royal manners are not about ostentatious displays of wealth or power. They are about embodying grace, dignity, and a deep sense of respect for others. It's about creating an environment where everyone feels valued and appreciated. It's about recognizing that our actions, no matter how small or insignificant they may seem, can have a profound impact on others. Now let's talk about modern integration. It's not about discarding our cherished traditions or values. Rather, it's about adapting them to the realities of our fast-paced, ever-evolving world. It's about striking a balance between the old and the new, between tradition and innovation, between the timeless and the contemporary. The beauty of royal manners and modern integration lies in their flexibility. They are not rigid constructs, but dynamic principles that can be tailored to suit our individual needs and circumstances. They are about embracing change, while staying true to our core values. So why should we embrace royal manners and modern integration? Because they can transform our lives and the world around us. They can foster a sense of community and belonging, promote mutual respect and understanding, and inspire us to strive for excellence in all that we do. But it's not just about us. When we embody royal manners and modern integration, we become role models for others. We show them that it's possible to be successful without compromising our values or principles. We show them that it's possible to be kind, respectful, and gentlemanly in a world that often values aggression and assertiveness. So, let's seize this opportunity and embrace the challenge. Let's dare to be different. Let's dare to be extreme in our pursuit of excellence. And by doing so, let's become the architects of a more gracious, dignified, and harmonious world. Let's not just dream of a better world. Let's create it, one act of kindness, one gesture of respect, one moment of empathy at a time. Because, remember, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Let's dare to be extreme in our pursuit of excellence and become the architects of a more gracious, dignified, and harmonious world.